Quarter is the hammer. Let's bust through a wall. Yeah, so the hole I'm looking for is 14¼ inches in diameter. So I'll take these dividers right here, and I had it set up, but I'll have to do it on the ground. But just to give you an idea, I'm just going off of 7, and then I'm gonna go to 14⅛, which I gotta close those up some. I'm gonna go to 14⅛, since that's half of 14. Or I'm gonna go to, 7⅛ inches, since that's half of 14⅛. I don't know if you can see that, but spin the little wheel on this wheel right here, spin that, and you can adjust it. So yeah, we're set up to 7⅛. So let's make a circle. See if I can make a better circle, more accurate one. I don't know what happened with the first one. But it probably really doesn't matter too much, because I got a feeling that this location might not work out. Not without moving some studs around. I'm gonna take my oscillating tool and try this kind of circular attachment bit. I don't know, never really used it for much, but I'm gonna try it out, so that works. Let's probably turn this fan off so we don't blow dust everywhere. I should probably keep the switch on and turn the fan itself off. All right, let's see how much work I'm about to make for myself. Maybe some of this stuff off. I'm just gonna kind of score it with this oscillating tool, multi-tool, and then take a hammer to it. Oh, and I guarantee you that there's some old, what would you call that, paneling, some old wood paneling. This cabin was built in the 60s. And I think it just threw drywall over all of it. And then I guarantee there's no insulation behind that. Let's find out. I say that because when I mounted the TV and I did, hid the cables behind the wall, I found the old paneling and there was no insulation behind there. So I expect the same thing here. There we go. Oh my. Yep. There's the panel. Oh, that's gonna be a mess. Now I have to get my other isolating tool, or not tool, but bit, because that one's not deep enough. Blade. Alright, let's find out what's behind wall number 1. For sure right there. Oh, look at that, no insulation. Yep. No insulation. It's a good thing we're surrounded by trees in the summer. Because I couldn't imagine what our power bill would be otherwise. Well, I was alright. There was no stud directly centered below the main beam going all the way through the house. I was offset. And yep. Remember that lower room I kept talking about was picking up? Anyway. So yeah, that's what's behind that hole. Alright. We're gonna get these boards removed from where y'all saw me put that hole in the wall. We'll get those removed and then take the drywall off about 8 foot up. So about out in here. About this wide from here to here. Between the window trim and the door trim. And then all the way to the floor. So yeah, we'll take the drywall off. And then, if y'all remember, this is an old house, so it has the old wood paneling behind it. So after I take the drywall off, I'll swap out the bits, either on my oscillating tool or just get my reciprocating saw. And take that paneling off. And then go from there. We've got some stud work to do, some studs to move around. Probably gonna have to kill out the electrical for this side of the house. And hopefully get some Durock cement board put up today, so we don't have a wide open hole in the wall, because you can still feel a draft even when I had that hole uncovered. You feel the warm air draft coming through. Definitely don't want that. So it's already uninsulated, so we don't want to lose any more efficiency. So yeah, let's get to it. And for those of y'all who I just tuned in at this part, you know, we're gonna put going ahead and trying to get a wood stove in before the cold weather hits. I know we still got a couple months, but I didn't want to wait till the last minute. I wanted to go ahead and get it in and get the hearth and get all that squared away. Move my firewood closer, stuff like that. So yeah, hang out and enjoy. Yeah, you can see this stud right here. This is pretty much where the hole is gonna need to be for the through wall kit. I gotta bring it down just a little bit because I don't want to move. I want to try to, you know, if not move as much framework as possible. So I'll drop it down inch, 3/4 of an inch or whatever to stay below that stud in there. And then this stud's gonna have to get moved, but before I can move that stud, you know, this is a load bearing stud. I'm gonna add one stud right about here and another one right about here, and then cut, you know, the portion of the stud where the hole is gonna be. This one, cut it out, so that'll be out of our way. Yeah. That will do just fine. Now we got it alongside this edge, and I'll continue on up to about, we'll just go to the end. That'll get us past where we need to be anyway. Do the same for the other side, see if it's plumb. Yep, that's good. Actually, let me get my stud finder. Could do a horizontal line, but I'm not too sure what's going on right there. I know there's a horizontal stud going across the brace, but I'm not sure if there's just one that goes horizontally. I think it was, I can't remember if it was stacked somewhere, I believe. There's the center. It's falling off. Let's see if then it's picking up. Okay, there's the edge. Okay. Well, let's mark that anyway. And draw a line across just to see how close we were when we start knocking that drywall out. And so if you haven't used one of these Franklin sensors, the way it works is, you know, you place it on the drywall and say you're moving it. The first light of, yep, there you go. So pick up my fingers, stinks, my fingers are studs right now. So it'll mark the edge for you and light up as it goes to each one. Now it's not gonna, now it's saying that's the center, which obviously is not the center of my hand, but it will accurately pick up the center of the stud. You see that green light? Then you mark the center and go on from there, and it continues on out the other side. So yeah, pretty neat. It was only like 20 bucks or like 20 to 25 bucks at Lowe's. Pretty cool. That's close enough. So that should be the footprint of the fire vacuum. Measure that real quick. Let's see, I think I said about 8 foot. Yeah, just over. It's not an inch over 8 foot. So that'll be fine. Alright, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Well, yeah, cut one hand, hold the vacuum with the other. That worked pretty good. I don't know how much good the water did really, but the vacuum definitely helped. Now we'll do the same thing all the way to the bottom on both sides. Alright, how to make the least amount of mess. Thinking about taking the Sawzall and coming down the center and kind of having it in half. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give that a shot. Let me peek off in here. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be cutting through anything. I'm gonna double check. What can we see? What do y'all see down there? Doesn't look like I'm going to hit anything. Yep, definitely no insulation, huh? Yeah, I'm going to take that reciprocating saw and just kind of section this out. Cut it all the way down center. Cut through the drywall and the that wood paneling. All off. A little sideways. There's a lane with it. Kind of stopped down there by that outlet. I don't want to hit anything spicy behind that wall. It's still live right now. Still hot. See if we can rip this thing out. Maybe I'll take the drywall first. That's that wood paneling I was talking about. I need to make a clean cut of it. Right there, actually. So let's get the oscillating tool. Put the wood bit on it. Oh, there's that. Yep. It had it painted right here. Yeah. Something. It's all kind of rat poop. All right, where's that flashlight at? All right. that's it. Mostly cleaned out. We're gonna come back and clean up a little bit about that wood paneling all around the edges, and pull these nails out from that wood paneling. Pop those out. Let's see what else. Put the insulation in. They used to, let's see if you can see it. Yeah, they used to have carpet down in here over top of this hardwood flooring. And they took all that carpet up and come through and sanded it and sanded and stained it. And yeah, so now we're gonna make it a little bit better. Like I said, throwing some insulation in there. I gotta add a stud about, I'll have to measure again the opening and go center. And then get my 14¼ inch hole off of center, and then make sure that those studs are going to line up with the edge of that hole. You're supposed to box out the through wall kit with 14¼ inch all the way around. So yeah. So next, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop all these nails out and kind of clean up around the edges, and possibly get those studs in and get this portion cut out. What else helping me clean right here? You cleaning? You helping Daddy?